Cross,
Game on.
who, as we've just seen, is no mug. But then he ran into Adrian Lewis in the last 16.
60.
And today, Jonny Clayton has defeated Jimi Hendrix, James Wilson and Peter Hudson, and now runs into Adrian Lewis in the last 16 because Lewis knocked out Jan Dekker, Jeffrey Disvan and Jelle Klaassen
140.
to win his board. And the winner of this match will take on the winner of that clash between Michael van Gerwen and Gary Anderson. So it's certainly not a foregone conclusion that MVG will double his dosh today. Anderson in the last 16, potentially Adrian Lewis in the quarterfinals. That is the same route that he had to take to victory yesterday. But
82.
Jonny Clayton hoping to play the role of spoiler. The Welshman, nicknamed the Ferret, that defeat to Adrian Lewis 24 hours ago was his second defeat in as many matches against Jack Potts. Also beaten at a Players' Championship last year. Lewis won 6-3 then. He also won 6-3 yesterday.
$38.
And now he's looking at a 1-2-4. That's not a bad start. Decent follow-up bullseye.
99.
Clayton to hold. Ups for the bull route himself,
50 scored.
but fails to find double 16. And Lewis on the cusp of an early break.
Game shot.
And he gets that early break. And already it's an uphill task for Jonny Clayton if he is to go beyond the last 16 of this tournament.
$57. $140.
And in fact, Jonny Clayton hasn't made it beyond the last 16 of any tournament since last August. So despite the evident talent, not really making it to the business end of these Pro Tour events. When he did make it past the last 16, he went on to reach the semi-finals of Players' Championship 12 in Barnsley last
57.
year. There he was whitewashed by Gary Anderson, having beaten his fellow countryman Gerwyn Price in the quarters.
$100.
The last 16 lineup is complete today, so I'm going to run you through it after this leg.
60.
Now Adrian Lewis stepping across to try and plonk a third dart in the treble 20. Couldn't do that, and Jonny Clayton wants 156 to break straight back. That's unlucky. Clattered off the dart that already lay in the bed.
51.
Five for tops.
65.
Clayton will get a shot at 75. Missed the dart to win leg one. He's got two darts to win leg two. Missed one and misses again.
63.
And you can't afford to squander such chances against the two-time world champion Adrian Lewis. Or can you? Well, it seems that you can. Got to go this time, Jonny. Double three. It's about in his eye line, that. So no problem for the Ferrets. And he levels up. Yeah, the last 16 lineup then. Michael Van Gerwen against Gary Anderson, taking on the winner of this clash between Clayton and Lewis. Then Darren Johnson
100.
versus Alan Norris, and Robbie Green against Steve West completes the top half of today's draw. As Lewis lines up for a potential perfect start. Just the 139. The bottom half sees the number 2 seed Peter Wright take on Jermaine Watamina.
180.
Clayton fires in. First max of the match. Ryan Searle against Simon Preston.
140.
And then Vanderpass v White and Justin Pipe against Michael Smith, completing the last 16 lineup.
82. 121.
Clayton, one of 5 non-seeded players to have made it
97.
this far. And Lewis is not going to get a dart at double to break here.
54.
So the Welshman looking for the first hold of throw. Wayward.
26.
And he's gone the wrong side, so missed doubles. Posing problems for Jonny Clayton so far, and Adrian Lewis doesn't miss. And we do have a third consecutive break. Adrian Lewis still the world
83.
number 4. Seems to have been in the top place rankings for such a long time, Adrian Lewis. He's only 32. He won his world titles back-to-back in 2011 and 2012. Beating Gary Anderson and Andy Hamilton in those finals.
100.
Nailed the 9-darter against Anderson on the biggest stage, in the biggest match in World Darts, of course, en route to his first World Championship triumph.
97.
Also produced perfection just a few weeks ago in the Premier League in Liverpool. It's been a decent weekend
100.
for Jackpot. Qualified for the 2 European Tour events on Friday night before reaching the quarterfinals yesterday.
100.
So a sense that there might be something of a return to form this year for Adrian Lewis. Has of course won
177.
a Players' Championship title, but what a shot that is from Jonny Clayton. The 177 puts the pressure on the 121, and Lewis does
57.
not grab himself a chance to take aim at the bullseye. So for a 4th consecutive break of throw, double 12. Well, double trouble, isn't it, for Jonny Clayton? Tops.
44.
Well, he's needed these chances, Jonny Clayton.
Game shot.
Well, the only double he seems to be able to hit is double 3. But he's levelled the match. He's throwing first.
$55.
Not the strongest start, however. That's better. Much better indeed. Maximum number 2 for Jonny Clayton. Lewis still waiting to land his first.
400.
A huge 180 hitter normally, Adrian Lewis.
140.
Quite incredibly, he played out a match in the Premier League with James Wade on Thursday night, and there wasn't a single maximum in the match.
100. $86.
Jonny Clayton now poised
130.
to hold throw for the first time
Game shot.
and go ahead for the first time in this match. Mentioned that Adrian Lewis enjoyed a
140.
successful Friday night here at Robin Park in Wigan, qualifying for 2 European Tour events. Well, Jonny Clayton followed suit.
55.
Beat Andy Bolton, Mick Todd, Ricky Williams and Peter Jakes. And there is
80.
the first
180.
max for Adrian Lewis.
$100.
Had to wait 5.5 legs for it.
99.
Well, missed the bullseye in 25 segment, but perhaps got a little lucky to hit 19, and Clayton hits back with a max. Unfortunately, it couldn't get him down to a finish.
Game shot.
And Adrian Lewis was on a finish, and a finish he's taken out. 3-3.
85. $99. $140.
Jonny Clayton has appeared in a handful of PDC TV events.
99.
Beat Gerwin Price in the first round at Ali Pali at the back end of last year in the World Championship. We've also seen him at the Grand Slam and UK Open.
80.
And that's 4 180s now for Clayton.
133.
Well, the 133 gets Lewis down to the biggest shot of them all. But will he get a shot? He might not.
Game
As
shot.
Jonny Clayton has found his range, and he's found the double 18 for a 96 out to follow Adrian's 82. And edges ahead again.
140.
Could Jonny Clayton be on course for his first quarter-final placing of 2017?
$100.
Great darts from Adrian Lewis, second max for him. 6 in total in this contest. Just
100.
seemed to be simmering away nicely. And now it's been brought to the boil by this pair. Lewis is in again, but he won't want to hit another max.
145.
But that is a perfect setup. And a chance for a 10-dart leg.
80 scored. Game
Brilliant
shot.
stuff from Adrian Lewis. 10-darter to level up this contest. And it's now a race to 2. 4 straight breaks, followed by 4 straight holds.
140.
And Adrian Lewis is in the zone right now, frustrated.
100.
The second dart perhaps flicked off the flight of the first.
$45.
Whoever wins this match might as well stay here and carry on chucking, because they'll be back on stream board 1, taking on the winner of Van Gerwen against Anderson.
100. $60.
So there'll be a few minutes break, and then we'll be back with that quarter-final clash.
97.
This one hangs firmly in the balance.
84.
Jonny Clayton looking to spring a surprise and exact some revenge. But he's not down to a finish, and Adrian Lewis will be.
132.
And it's a 2-darter. Well, Clayton wouldn't mind another one of those to leave himself
40.
double 16. Now, how many darts at double? Only the one. Not even the one. Adrian Lewis
32.
misses the big number and hands Clayton
Game shot.
a chance which he takes. Jackpot on the brink.
$80.
And that doesn't help. And you might have been expecting
80.
to see a clash between Adrian Lewis and Michael Van Gerwen in the quarter-final. You might end up seeing one between Jonny Clayton and Gary Anderson,
180.
because Anderson has beaten Michael Van Gerwen 6-4.
$41.
Lewis, though, looks likely to force a deciding leg here, in which his opponent would throw first.
60. $125.
So 6 darts from here for Lewis to force a decider.
145.
And again, he sets it up with a 145 to leave 36. Looks like we are going all the way.
83. Game shot.
All the best, top man.
Show of respect from the players. 10 legs shared. It all comes down to this for the chance to take on the world number 2, Gary Anderson,
45.
in the quarterfinals on this live stream board next.
$55.
A sloppy start
100.
from each of these players. Clayton then firing in a ton, and Lewis
42.
continues with the sloppiness, and Clayton being gift-wrapped the chance to move through.
60.
But again, it's just getting a little bit tense, isn't it?
$96.
And Lewis more or less cancels out the deficit. Well, that's a great dart for Jonny Clayton. Another one
100.
would have got him down to a finish. As it is, 196 points away from his first quarter-final in 2017.
41.
And Adrian, having thrown a 10-darter earlier on, has saved his worst for last here.
$100.
He's going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat, or a ferret even, to win it from here. Needs a treble just to leave a big outshot.
100.
He's found one somehow. Jonny Clayton's cleaned this up once before in this match in 2 darts.
88.
Unable to do so in 3 this time. And wouldn't this just be typical Adrian Lewis? Typical. Misses the treble 19.
99.
Double 4 then for the Welshman to secure a quarter-final showdown with Gary Anderson, and that's what he has done. It won't be Van Gerwen Lewis in the last 8. It will be Clayton Anderson, and it will be here on Streamboard 1 in about 10 minutes' time.